up this area now! You are a disgusting slob! Are you listening to me? What do you want to do with your life? I want to rot.
I know what it's like to perform through pain.
Oh, shut up. You don't either. Howdy, everybody. How we doing? You know, I have definitely been pondering the channel. I'm just going to break out with that right away, which is why we're probably talking about whistleblowers, is because I pretty much didn't know what else to do it on. But it's definitely getting rougher to do the channel by myself. So straight up, I'm gonna tell you guys, I'm struggling. I ain't gonna fucking lie. Not to whine, I'm just saying that's just the way it is. Heads up. So basically, I had shit wrote down, and it didn't seem like good enough as flat chested, or at who just said that? Flat chested female said my poison. I didn't think it was really poisonous enough. So that's why I decided that we'd chit chat about all the whistle blowing shit. I can't believe how much stuff is there. Need good links to Rick's last live. You need good. Okay. I won't be able to post them. Well, I could post them in here, but I'll probably wait till the end and then just post them in the comments after the live. Shatter. The reason I say that is because I couldn't say that other name. Schaefer Hund. Is it Schaefer Hund? Schaefer Hund. Schaefer Hund. Anyways, so I could post Rick's last live. It's going to be on BitChute or the other one, Rumble. But I will get those. I will post those. In fact, I better make myself a note because I know me. So, and the reason we got Twisted Sister is because that's kind of how I just feel. Yeah, I don't know. Is everybody else getting sick of this shit? I mean, like to the point where, are you ready? I don't know how else to say it. Are you ready to go? Because I kind of am. I feel like we're just sitting in neutral and getting nothing done. I'm sure people that have actual jobs would tell me, get a fucking job. Yeah, it's my inner something, wasp. Well, I kind of feel like I am. I feel like we're there. Or we should be. So my hair, let's just be honest, Beans. I'm just putting out all my poison here. I dyed it. As you can tell, it's a brighter color. But I missed a couple spots. So I'm going to redo it. But they didn't have the same color, so I couldn't redo it the one I wanted to. So it probably won't get done until Friday. Anyway, so that's why it's hat day today. And what else did I know? Oh, I have a really weird question, and I know a lot of people know all about them, but I don't. Sorry, I just wanted to see what Keelan said. It looks. Love the color. Thank you. No, I'm not doing rainbow. They ruined me on rainbow. I don't like rainbow no more. They're lucky that I get to still like purple. Telling you. But I ain't giving up on purple. So, let's start at the beginning. I already know who won the Boo-Bay prize. She'd like liposuction instead. And really, you can have whatever you want because it's all in your head. Like the boobs. It's whatever you want it to be, Wasp. If that's what you want is liposuction, fucking A. Liposuction it is. Isn't that what you said? Sorry, maybe I was wrong. What did you say? Yeah, you did say liposuction. Okay. Hi. So, howdy, Wasp, and flat-chested female, and sugar britches. Where is my? I was gonna find my magnifying glass. And I don't know if City Den is back here, but they said they would come back. They have been in our Discord, so howdy and welcome. So everybody, make sure you welcome Zitty Den. Zitiden. I don't know. But howdy and welcome aboard. And Amanda, I know you're like, I don't know, getting blown around or something, aren't you? And Donna, thank you for passing it on. And Sugar Britches, as she always does. Donna and Sherry. You're taking your mom and dad out for your mom's birthday. Well, tell mom we said happy birthday. And you must be back from your family reunion, or are you still doing that? Is that what you're doing with mom and dad still? And howdy, Mishka. And I say your name wrong. I swear I'm just going to start calling you Miss Dunn. Why'd they call me? Just a minute. Do you need something? I'm on my live. Okay. Love you. Right. So, he was just calling to BS. It was my son. The oldest son.
Got a lot of laundry?
Oh, for
But with a bargain brand,
really?
we have to use 3 times the.
It's like having too many kids or something. Okay, there. Who else? Where did I stop at? Miss Dunn. You could say it like 50 different ways. Kaylin. Kaylin. I think it's Kaylin. I say this every time. I'm pretty sure of it. And howdy, Miss Ann. How are you? And Rooster. I thought I seen you here. Howdy, sir. And Jimmy. how are ya? We're going to talk about all kinds of tattletales here in a minute. And Chief, how are ya? And Cheddar, we spoke. Am I missing anybody? David, we kind of spoke too. What the fuck? Where'd my chat go? Get back here. Tony, that's why, because he's over here just Marv wanting a sandwich. Marvin's not here. If he wants a sandwich, he'll have to make it himself. I sent him with street tacos, so he should be good. I'm saying it right, Mishka? Kaylin? Okay, thank you. Did I miss anybody up this way? Because it scrolled 900 miles an hour on me. David? Nope, I think I got it. And I said hi. And Arby! Howdy, sir. And Tony Baloney. Tony is not full of baloney. He's actually seriously full of shit, but he's so funny. Like, freaking hilarious. No. See, now I'm going to get stuck reading your guys' stuff. Blunt, how are ya? We never get to see you on here. You're in the background eating. Whose background are you eating? Sorry. That was uncalled for. I know it wasn't. Sorry. And I had to drink coffee because I was falling asleep like a half hour ago. Ziddy Den. I'm just going to sound it out like I'm hooked on phonics. We're so glad you're here. So, air tags. What y'all know about them? I didn't realize, like, so here's how I found out about them. I was watching an RV channel, and these RVers were like, somebody's air tagged us. And she's looking at her phone, and I'm thinking, well, how the fuck does she know that? I want to know that. How does she know that somebody's air tagging her? Well, I think you go to an air tag app, and that's how she knew. It ended up being the campers beside her, but I didn't. It took me a while to figure out I think how all that shit works. But anyways, they come to find out her neighbors, when I say neighbors, I mean the RV neighbors beside her, were using it to find their keys and to keep an eye on their dog, because the dog likes to take off. I thought that was kind of cool. Like, you can have the app. It's not like he's got to be chipped and you got to go to the vet and find out, it's not like, this is like they can find him. Like the chip, it doesn't help you find the dog. It's just if the dog's chipped and somebody finds it, then they can take it into a vet and scan it. But this sounds like they can actually find it. Recently broke 2 tags while removing speakers from them. I use several others. So are they fairly easy to use then, Cheddar? Like it's just an app, that's it, and you just do it on your phone, and they carry it around with them. Is it like a Wi-Fi signal that it gives? I don't understand. And I probably should have done more research to figure it out, but I figured all you guys would know. I prefer having speaker removed from them. So there's a speaker in them. I don't like that, especially if it's like your keys or... Do all of them have speakers? That sounds really... That means anybody could be. I'm going to be looking around for them fuckers now. Bluetooth connection. Well, I think it'd be really handy for both both me and Marvin if we had them. Like, yeah, but you can carefully remove the speaker. Yeah, well, I don't carefully remove anything. I can remove shit, but it might not work. I think you could only use them on an iPhone, not an Android. Oh, is that true? Because I don't do iPhones. And mountain bikes. Oh, that's really good. Get one for Tony. I hear he was a leash kid. Fuck that. We'll just get him a leash. We can't trust him that far. He'll be taking out the speaker and whatever else he can take out of it. Can you only use them with iPhone? Or can you use them with Android too? Only until you were 14, Tony, you fucking weirdo. No, they have them for Androids too. Oh, yay! Okay, so I might have to check that out. I don't like the idea of the speakers, though. We got to get those out of there. You believe only Apple? Well, now y'all are going to make me fucking look. Okay, here I go. I'm looking. Tags. Right. How to use it? Oh no, how to use AirTags with Android. The best AirTag alternate for Android. How to geek. Oh God, don't. See, they put the word geek in and it just scares me and I'm gonna run. Can I use... No. What did I see that one? How to use... Let me look at this one. It does say it's an Apple AirTag, but it says you can't set up an AirTag using an Android device, but you can use the Tracker Detect app to track an AirTag with an Android. Well, that fucking sucks. No, I'm not doing... I refuse to do Apple. I ain't doing it. No, I don't care. They could invent a fucking thing to restart my heart. I don't... No, I don't want it. Damn. But you can use one. How to use AirTags with Android. You can scan for AirTags on Android. Oh, I'm keeping that. You have to install a Bluetooth scanner app on your phone. Ha ha, I'm doing it. As soon as I get off phone. Write that shit down because I'll forget. Okay, now I have to catch up on comments. Well, I don't know. Wasp, you might need one. There's lots of things I could think of that you didn't need 5 years ago that you might need now. Like, I don't know. Briefs. I don't want to get tracked. I'm always trying to get lost. But there's certain things that I wouldn't mind them, like for my keys. I mean, I don't care if Marvin knows where I'm at. I don't give two shits. But I would like to know when I lose my keys. He loses his keys. He loses his flashlight. Leatherman, whatever it is that he might misplace. So I just think it's, but the idea of it having a speaker kind of freaks me out. Like a whole lot. I don't think I like that idea. Howdy, nobody. How you doing? I'm just reading through. It's called a defibrillator. Yeah. Well, whatever. Even if it did that, I don't like the idea of things. I don't like Apple to begin with, so I just don't. The speaker is just to make sound to find the tag. Oh, so it doesn't listen to you. It just blows. It just emits sound. Marv does need one for me. So he knows where his sandwich maker is. Fuck off, Tony. Dick. Oh, so they can't play the sound. Oh. Howdy, fly. I was just thinking tonight that it's about time that you came on. I mean, it's been like 8 shows since you've been on. Fly. Do you realize that? I'm just saying. He's passed sewing shit into my bras, trust me. Okay. So, anyways, that's all cool to know about the whole AirTag thing. Then First of all, Trump pointed out something on his speech this morning in New Hampshire. He said that the oil is coming out of Venezuela and it's like sludge. Instead of like oil, it's like super goopy. And the only refinery that can deal with it is in Texas. So the other refineries can't deal with it because it's like you have to have a special one because the fucking thing is, or the fuel is like super thick, like sludge, he said, I think was the word he used. Anyway, so, which of course is going to cost more because you only got one refinery hooking us up. Fly's being quiet. How come? What's he doing? Fly into house. Smack. I got him. Okay, fly, bounce on here and then I can show that I caught the fly. Come on. Work with me, dude. Shut up. Fuck off. Tony. Soccer. You'd rather watch paint dry? That's me for golf. You're 20 behind, but running double time. Talk your shit now before I enter the room. We done did talk our shit. I was going to talk about all the whistleblowers and I was going to show a bunch of videos of the whistleblowers. Maybe I should do that. So, first of all, Devin Archer is like, I noticed that this is what I'm going to say about Fox is, so when Tucker released the whole Devin Archer whistleblowing bullshit on Biden family, blah, 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 Fox News wouldn't say a word about it. Like everybody else was saying stuff about it and they still wouldn't, they didn't want to say anything about it. And I think it was because of Tucker. I mean, I don't know that, but I have a feeling. So, why does it always tell me that? Piss me off. Okay. Maybe. Why isn't it showing it? Why, you piece of shit. Let me go do it again. Oh, why didn't it show? Present. Share screen. Right here. And this. Oh, I think I forgot to click that. Ta-da. Okay. Okay, so this is Fox, obviously. And back to the whole Devin Archer thing. They had revealed all kinds of stuff about him. But finally, Fox, I noticed, the reason I pulled up Fox is because they finally decided they best speak about him and say something about the whole Devin Archer thing, even though Tucker's the one that brought it all to light. So, yeah. And then the IRS whistleblowers, all those guys, there is a shit ton. You would think with all the people telling, that would be getting done. I mean, you would think something would be getting done, like not just fucking a bunch of talk. But there ain't nothing happening, even though all this shit has been laid out. This guy, I've been watching him. He's pretty smart little farmer. That's not what I was trying to bring up, though. But this one was pretty good. And this, I don't know if anybody watches Redacted, but Redacted has a whole thing regarding Bill Gates and the EU have lost their minds. Millions could die if they succeed. Well, they're talking about all the things that they've basically done, and if that actually happens, like all this shit that's going through, it's not going to be good. And here they kind of go over some of the stuff. I'm gonna have to put a copyright thing in just because I know they're probably gonna make me take this out. But okay, watch this. Taking me out of here.
You might be wondering why in the world is there a 30-minute countdown before the show starts? Well, we actually start live every day at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, so this whole 30-minute countdown is a chance for YouTube and Rumble to send out their alerts and notifications, so we encourage you to gather up and hang out with everyone in the chat room. So every day at 4 p.m. Eastern Time is when we do this show live. You can join us in the countdown if you like, or just set a clock and reminder that at 4 p.m. Eastern is when we go live. You can also make sure you subscribe and turn on that bell notification, so hopefully you will get a notification.
What do you have to say about dictators in countries like Indonesia, who we sell weapons to, yet they are slaughtering people in East Timor? What do you have to say about Israel, who is slaughtering Palestinians?
I know this is from a long time ago, but
what do you have to say about that? Those are our allies. Why do we sell weapons to these countries? Why do we support them? Why do we bomb Iraq when they commit similar problems?
seems like a college kid.
There are various examples of things that are not right in this world, and the United States is trying.
So didn't he seem like a college kid to you? That I mean, like back before they were completely dousing them in bullshit.
I really am surprised.
Is it echoing?
People feel that it is necessary. That's what I'm saying. What we ought to be thinking about is how to make sure that he does not use weapons of mass destruction.
I'm not defending him in the least. What I am saying is that there needs to be consistent application of U.S. foreign policy. We cannot support people who are committing the same violations because they are political allies. That is not acceptable. We cannot violate UN resolutions when it is convenient to us. You're not answering my question, Madam Albright.
Her pinched face. I'm telling you, that woman just bugs every inch of me. Her pinched face. Okay, this dude, man, does he have a lot of info. I wish they could be like this.
You briefed the press, did you not?
Wait a minute. I want to ask.
One of my jobs.
Is it echoing? Flat-chested female? Is it echoing for everybody? Deep state, small hats, no shit. Okay, if it's an issue, let me know. I'm going to play it.
Was that analyst? Also was interrogator and particular issue. This information is not necessarily a lie, maybe a half truth. And we would pick out a journalist. I would go through the briefing and hope that he would put the information in print.
So I wonder, you say it's echoing. Should I put it in and not do the share the, because I'm wondering if that's where it's echoing at. I don't understand.
What was your percentage of success? We were pretty successful in planning information of a rather rarefied nature. For instance, if we wanted to get...
Okay, let me try something different. Okay. Tell me if it's better.
Across to the American public that the North Vietnamese were building up their force structure in South Vietnam. I would go to a journalist and advise him that in the past 6 months, X number of North Vietnamese forces had come down the Ho Chi Minh Trail system through southern Laos. Now, there is no way a journalist can check that information. That's data derived from radio intercepts, spy in sky photography. So either he goes with the information or he doesn't, and ordinarily or usually, the journalist would go with it because it looked like some kind of exclusive. Go after these gentlemen. I would be directed to cultivate them, to spend time with them at the Caravel Hotel or the Continental Hotel, socialize with them, and slowly but surely to try to gain their confidence by dolloping out valid information which was true.
And then he's just going to lie to him. Just lie to him. That's all.
And then I would drop into a conversation the data that we wanted to get across, which might not be true. One piece of data, for instance, that we managed to plan in the New Yorker magazine had to do with a supposed North Vietnamese effort in 1973 to develop airfields along the border of South Vietnam. The reason we wanted to plant this information was that we were trying to persuade the U.S. Congress that Saigon should continue to get a great deal of aid, and that the North Vietnamese were the chief violators of the ceasefire accord. And that was printed in the New Yorker magazine under the byline of Robert Chaplin, as indeed was a great deal of such information which we tried to circulate.
Frank, a two-part question. What were the objectives of what was the objective of the CIA? What about the moral implications of what you were doing in feeding this information? Did the objective override the moral implications, moral problems?
Well, the objective of the agency in general is to generate intelligence and get it back to Washington, to get at the truth and make sure the policymakers understand it. When you plant disinformation, you are diverging from that objective, and I think probably in retrospect, it was very counterproductive. I am, as an ex-CIA agent, opposed to the disinformation activities in which I was involved. I admit that I was involved, and I think it served no useful purpose. Propagandizing the American public or Congress is not the CIA's job. As to the morality of what the CIA was doing or that particular activity, the war was a very relative thing. It was a relativist environment, and morality seldom came into play when you were operating in the field. In my estimation, a CIA man should be amoral. That may sound pretty shocking to somebody, but what if Guy Morale were that?
This guy, I swear, he's gonna say exactly what Rick would say. Listen, he's gonna say it right now. Amoral. So, no morals, basically. I'm telling you.
Of a Nazi agent, if you will. You wouldn't want me to be your intelligence officer. Keep the morals out of intelligence. Keep the truth in. And stay away from
That's why women cannot be CIA agents or cops or FBI agents or anything else that has anything with a brain cell needed.
It would have been more appropriate for Mr. Trudeau, Prime Minister of Canada, article which was specifically designed to debate violations of human rights, democracy, and the rule of law, which is clearly the case with Mr. Trudeau. Then again, a prime minister who openly admires the Chinese basic dictatorship, who tramples on fundamental rights by persecuting and criminalizing his own citizens as terrorists just because they dared to stand up to his perverted concept of democracy, should not be allowed to speak in this house at all. Mr. Trudeau, you are a disgrace for any democracy. Please spare us your presence. Thank you.
In other words, get the fuck out.
And it might sound radical, colleagues, but the answer to war is not war, it's peace. And peace isn't delivered by the barrel of a gun. It's delivered by diplomacy, by dialogue. You can wish away your continent's history, but we share a continent with Russia. We will sit down with Russia. There will be a negotiated peace, and this organization should be promoting it earlier rather than delaying it and making sure that more Ukrainians die. Your feigning of sympathy rings hollow. It makes me sick.
That looked like a woman with a set of balls to me. Oh, sorry.
We become involved.
Okay, we could listen to this shit all day long. If you want to go see it, you see where it's at. But it's at Redacted. And we could probably listen to some more, but yeah. It's amazing how long they've been just spewing lies to us. What's amazing is how much the way older generation, like my mother-in-law, and really want to just continue to believe there's a bunch of good guys left in the government that are going to go by the rules and will save us. And I mean, hate to tell her, but they all want grandma gone. The Irish chick, you just liked her because she was all spicy and shit, blunt, man. You were ready to throw her right down on the podium there, weren't you? Okay, so that was what I mean, there's a lot more to this video, and I haven't got to watch it all, but it's definitely a good one. This guy annoys the hell out of me, so I have a really hard time even listening to him talk. Well, this guy's, yeah, Alejandro Maracas. Rooster. And Rooster, I'm with you. Nothing but an android. I saw your comment earlier. Trudeau, Tampon Bay. Trudeau, yeah. Sherry, you could probably tell us all kinds of things about him. Of course, maybe she can't. She'll get in trouble or something. So, what was the other? Oh, so this guy, I don't know how he gets away with saying the shit that he says. It's not shit, it's all very true. But how he gets away with it without getting a strike. I mean, he's talking about the unspeakable that, we all got a strike for here. So we can't talk about that shit ever again in our life on here, unless we want another one. But this guy, he talks about it. I mean, he goes in great lengths about what they're doing. And did you know that they're calling it the next vaccine? Did he say the next vaccine come along is vaccine X, because they don't know what to call it, because of course it's not come along yet. The illness hasn't. But they call it X. Don't you think it's funny that they call it vaccine X or whatever? So tell me, what's the name of the other social media site that just changed from a T to an X? Oh, yeah. I think it's very ironic, but weird. Maybe it has nothing to do with it, but I still think it's strange. And I still don't fucking trust Elon. I don't care what any of you say. He's got cars burning up all over the fucking place. Okay. Let's highlight some of this shit so I know what I'm talking about and what you all are talking about. Yeah, I wouldn't go under Mars crawl space either, Wasp. Fuck that. I go to the attic before I would go to the crawl space, and the attic ain't gonna help you much in a tornado. I didn't pay attention to what leaves women's mouth. I'm more concerned about putting something in them. How did I know that's what you were gonna say, Blunt? In my house, get slammed down in a better neighborhood. I mean, so your value could go up, so your property taxes. So hold on. I thought the government might take away our access to Wi-Fi, but how would they control us without it? That's a really good point. It's kind of how they keep us going. I have to be careful when naming them. Pisses people off that believe the lies told about what Germans did. It's really me, Rick. Incognito. Joined you pesky YouTubers with big dummies. Happy now, Gigi. Yeah, right. We all know he ain't going. He just gave up on us. How the fuck you make a back for something that don't exist yet? Exactly. How do you do that? This guy talks about it. We could actually listen to him. He's actually not too bad. I guess y'all vote as to whether we want to hear what this guy has to say. And I'll take it. I mean, I shouldn't, knock on wood, I shouldn't get a strike. Right? A lot. Have y'all seen the teens taking over the streets in Chicago and LA recently? Oh my God, I know. Was that not just an absolute nightmare? I did have that road down at the beginning of the week, but that shit ends up slipping my mind later. Not slipping my mind. It kind of, it's like, well, it feels like it's old news now. It's definitely worth discussion. Well, it's absolutely disgusting. And there's one thing about it is you kind of do want to smack the parents upside the head and go, what the fuck? Where are your parents? I mean, all those parents, they just don't know where their kids are. That was a lot of kids. It ain't Rick. It's just fucking, it's Rowdy trying to be a shithead. Stop giving away the secrets or you'll have to leave. I don't want Big Pharma to stop sending me my monthly checks. So I'm telling you, I think we should probably listen to this guy. If it's really you, Rick, then why not join Gutter on their live? We would love to see you on here. It's been forever since he's came on. But that's not Rick. It's Rowdy. Not that we're not happy Rowdy's here, because we are. Currently pulling a Rick and racking the new tool at least 1,000 before cleaning. So what makes you consider your tool new? And I don't know, it almost sounds like a little more information than we all want to know what you're doing with your tool. They're going to offer one for leprosy. You know what, David? I heard that too. And why? Why? Get freaked out in crawl spaces too. Attics are no big deal. Yeah, I don't have a problem with the attic. But man, I'm telling you what. I don't like confined spaces either. Especially when they're dark and I see like right now, I'm already itching. I didn't think there was a vax for leprosy. There's not, but they're trying to make one now. But why? I don't know of a bunch of people. Do you know anybody who's got it? I haven't heard of anybody that's had it. Rowdy just trying to make me happy. Yeah, I know. The fucking Beatles will get me a strike every fucking time. Okay, I'm going to play it. We can play along, Gigi. It's right. Okay, let's watch this. Let me make me little and it big. No, I'll just take me out. That works better. Oh, wait, what's this? Oh, it's a smaller one. Okay, I'm taking that off. Okay, let's try this. Okay.
A disease that now we're trying to work so hard to prevent from happening, but we can't even name it. What's so crazy is, why are we not naming it? Is it because we don't know what it is and we just believe that there's something coming? Come on, think about that, folks. There is something coming, and we're making a shot to fix it, to put again in your body, and we're doing it in 100 days worldwide. We're working on this globally because we believe another one is coming, and the other one that's coming we can't even name because we don't know if it's going to be part of birds or monkeys, or we don't know what it is. We don't know if it's from the Congo. We literally, this is what we're hearing, and so we're just supposed to believe it. Supposed to be taking this thing in our shoulder to all of a sudden know that we're going to be safe. There's a lot of holes in that argument there. A lot of holes. Let's jump into it today.
We got time on our side.
Oh shit! Just a minute. Maybe hear that.
Hey guys, welcome to the Max.
Too
I
late now.
think sometimes my videos, I'm just speaking reality. I'm literally taking the news and just talking about it and giving commentary on it. And somehow, the more I talk, the more I feel like I'm literally living in the Twilight Zone. I mean, it is crazy, some of the stories that we're hearing. And so when we hear stuff like this, I'm just like, we're working on something to prevent or to fix something that has not even happened yet. So breaking news globally, they said we are in for another pandemic. And so now we have scientists working on shots to prevent this new disease called X, the letter X. Isn't it amazing how everything is named X now? But the letter X is now going to be more fatal and more dangerous than the last one. The crazy thing is they don't even know what it's going to be called yet. Studies show that back before 2020, there was something else called X and ended up being something that shut down the world. So now we have a new X and we're already trying to build this shot against it. However, we don't even know what we're fighting yet, or do we? That's the question. Do we know what we're fighting? And us as the normals, the serfs, the local, the small guys, we don't know what it is, but there may be other people that do. Tell me, why are we working on a pharmaceutical to heal something that we don't even know what's coming yet? So this is really happening definitely in Europe, where they're starting to make this testing. They're going to have a shot ready for you to take if all of a sudden this new disease comes along. They're already planning for another pandemic. When did we ever do this in society, in civilization, for the last 2,000 or 3,000 years, that we wanted a pandemic to come and we were already ready for it? That is exactly what we're doing. The question is, who benefits off this? Who benefits from it? Well, we lock everything down so the local business doesn't. Your health doesn't. So therefore, more medicines are pushed on you based on you being lazy, lackadaisical, or worried and have fear. So you're having to take all this stuff and putting in your body because there could be something detriment to your health. And if you haven't noticed, they haven't named it because they don't know what's going to kind of take off. It's kind of like going viral, being in the algorithm. It's amazing. They tried the bird flu, that didn't work. They tried Zika and all this, that didn't work. They've even tried the GMO mosquitoes. That really hasn't worked either. They've tried the monkeypox. Well, that didn't work. So what is actually going to be the next thing? Well, to me, they already know it. They just hadn't named it yet. And the sad thing is that we just embrace it. We're doing, the BBC just did a big article on it. I read it on Valuetainment. If you follow PBD podcast, Valuetainment did a article on it. And so everybody's starting to pick up a story of someone trying to do measures, keep a pandemic from going crazy. And all the while, we've not had a pandemic. We don't have one going on right now. Are we playing with scare tactics and fear tactics?
See, they did this before, too. They did all this before when right before COVID, told us, how to deal with the pandemic and all that shit.
Are we trying to make the populace fear something that's not there? All the while, they're getting rich off of you because the government's having to fund these shots. The government's having to protect you from all this stuff that's going on. One of the things that they're worried about is something called the Congo hemorrhagic flu or something like that. You know what they're saying? They're saying it's from ticks. The ticks are moving north, and therefore it's getting in more populated areas because of climate change, because of the heating of the environment. Do you see how they spin that? Do you see how they did that? They're throwing those little nuggets in for you so you can realize, wow, I don't need to be driving a gas-powered car. I don't need to be using hairspray. It's killing the ozone. It's causing global warming. I should live without electricity. That's pretty stupid, isn't it? This new disease, they're spending millions of dollars to try to get ready for. Get ready for. And we don't even know what it is. So I come back and tell you people, please, first of all, spiritually, make sure you have your peace in Christ and God, because we live in a time where everything is so worrisome and there's so much stress. And they want you on medication. They want you to be indoctrinated. They want you to be basically dependent on them and their control of you. So first and foremost, spiritually, I hope that you are well. And I hope you're prepping in a spiritual sense first. I really want to.
I have a condo waiting for me. I got it.
I just want to push that home, because if I didn't have Christ, I probably couldn't deal with the stuff that I deal with and read every day, because it would worry me about my children and my spouse and my family. So hopefully you're spiritually prepped. But when we start hearing these kind of things and hear these news stories, please dive into them a little bit. Make sure you are trying to build wisdom on it. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm just trying to say there is already news stories out about something that hasn't even happened yet. Remember that old show? I can't remember the name of it, but it was where the guy got the newspaper that was for tomorrow. So he already knew the bad events that were going to take place. So then his job, and the whole point of the show, was the guy was going to try to prevent the problem from actually happening. And everybody thought he was crazy, but it's because he knew what was going to take place and what was going to transpire if he did not step in. Well, it's kind of like that. I think our government and our leaders do the same thing. We don't know what's coming, but for some reason, they must have a futuristic view, because all of a sudden they know what's coming because they're already prepared for it.
Yeah, imagine that.
Well, it's different than prepping. We don't know what's coming, but we don't trust a lot of the outcomes. So therefore, we try to prepare for anything and everything that comes. Unlike this situation, where if they realize, well, we're releasing genetically modified mosquitoes, there could be some problems.
In Texas.
Yes, we're releasing some kind of virus, have to do studies on it. No, there could be a problem there. In our finite minds, we want infinite wisdom. Humans want more knowledge. Knowledge ends up being construed with power and control. Well, we're finite. We don't understand. We get old even though we don't want to. We forget things even though we don't want to. We try to build this control mechanism, I think, as a whole, where these globalists are pushing all this on typical people instead of just letting people just live. And so therefore, when we hear things like disease X, it's trending on social media. It's going to be right.
I agree, Shatter, but I think eventually people are going to have no choice but to stand up. Once the ones that aren't docile are no longer docile, I think that the other ones are going to follow suit. Because, I mean, let's admit, come on, humans are a lot like cattle. And once, a bunch go at it, then the rest just kind of follow suit.
Right in the news, and they're going to throw in those nuggets again. Well, the climate's causing these animals to do this, and these insects to do these parasites to do this, and all of a sudden now we're going to get viruses and diseases and sicknesses. And oh, by the way, we've already made this healing agent that can all of a sudden, the government can spend billions on it to then turn around and give it to you. We have not trialed it, but it's an emergency, so you need to take it. If we see this cycle just keep on going every few years, do you honestly believe it's happening naturally? I guess that's my thought. Is this all natural? Do we just see these kind of random pandemics every 3 to 5 years? Is that just normal for us now? Is that really the new norm for America and for the globe? And I'm going to end with this. This is the scary thing, and I want to be completely honest. You remember the story of the little boy who cried wolf? Well, for the longest, he cried wolf. There's no wolf. It was a joke. And all of a sudden, when the wolf really came, no one was prepared and they thought he was joking. It's kind of the same situation. If we keep throwing these terminologies out, well, this is the next pandemic, this is the next disease, this is the next thing that you should be worried about, and then all of a sudden it kind of doesn't happen, then all of a sudden when something really bad happens, no one's prepared for it because everybody's like, oh, it's just another one, and it truly becomes a massive plague. This happens in the South all the time when it comes to hurricanes. We've had hurricanes after hurricanes after hurricanes, and the Weather Channel's got the guy blowing across the screen, and truthfully, none of them are really that bad. And all of a sudden, because we don't prepare for it, and we're like, oh, it'll just be a little storm come through, then Katrina comes and takes out the whole South part right on the Gulf. Because we were not ready. There were so many people stranded, and then it became a true emergency. Because it was year after year after year. Well, this is going to be the big one. Climate's made the hurricanes get worse. And every year it may not get that bad. But we quit trusting maybe the news cycle because they kept saying that this hurricane was going to be the worst, and it wasn't. And all of a sudden, bam, Katrina hits. So that happens. And I think we're seeing the same thing with our news cycle with things like this. We hear this is going to cause a major outcry. This is going to hurt everybody. This is going to make everyone suffer when it comes to this next disease, X. And all of a sudden, we prepare for this. We prepare for monkeys. We prepare for birds. We prepare for pig. And we prepare for all these, different, problems that we're supposed to have, and they never happen. Then all of a sudden, then something really bad does happen. Then it really does cause a major catastrophic event because we were not ready, because all we heard was the boy who cried wolf. It's my two thoughts that's kind of scary about it. Is it just every 2 or 3 years we're going to see this new strain, this new disease happen?
Yep.
And we're supposed to fear and frantic and lose freedoms and liberties and let them control us?
Each time.
Or are we seeing someone who just keeps throwing all this out there, and then we get null to it, and then all of a sudden something really bad happens? Both of those situations are not good. So I'll go back and say, yes, we can physically prepare. Yes, we can mentally prepare. But we have to make sure we are spiritually prepared for all this stuff and this distraction that we always hear. Men are finite. We're going to live and we're going to die. And we're going to go through this stressful world that we live in. The only way we can really deal with it is if we have a basis in knowing that it's going to be okay. So I challenge you today, try to seek a spiritual healing. For me, it's God, it's Christ. And when we start learning that, then it starts giving us a clear mind to prep. It gives us a clear mind to survive. It gives us a clear mind to put our feet heading in the right direction and start walking that way.
Somehow he thinks I want a clear mind. All righty. Although I do have my own spiritual beliefs. Don't get me wrong, because I'm nowhere. I'm not atheist, but okay. What was the other ones I was going to do? Oh, they were on Twitter. Anyways, you eat grass, so a thigh be no problem to eat. Oh, you eat ass. So, gotcha. That was a long day. From early this morning, I just confused. Okay. Let me click on your comment. What'd you say? Let me take him off. Make me big. I'm out. It's been a long day. From early this morning, I just confused the boy who cried wolf and the three little pigs in my mind. My brain is falling asleep without me. Good night, y'all. Night, GG. Good night, ZDN. That's pretty good. Dude, I've so been there. Okay. Please come back and see us again. Thank you for coming, or at least smiling a lot. And okay, so let me grab my other. I don't know what this is gonna do when I put it down. Probably nothing, but I have to put Twitter over there. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Let's see what I got here. Nope, I want my profile. So it's awesome. I'm gonna say that you girls, you ladies, that shared out the live, I actually do think it increased my numbers tonight because Sugar Britches shared it onto Discord, and she does. I think she has every week since she got on Discord. and I thank her very much. And then Donna just shared it on Twitter. And I think I seen my views go, they kind of skyrocketed there for a bit. So obviously people might have got a little bored with something or other. But anyways, I think that did help share stuff out. So thank you very much, Donna. And whoever else has shared it out. Just because I've said a million times, we don't want people here that aren't like-minded. I mean, it's not that they can't come here and we won't listen to their stuff. It's just that they're probably not going to have a very good time here. So, you know. And then if they don't have a good time, then, well, we'll have a really good time. So I have to put something on my lips because they feel like they're going to stick together. But man, I had to do a double take. Oh, shit. On your comment. That was funny as fuck. Okay. So the shit that of course that I do see on Twitter, before I was saying, oh gosh, Rick, you ain't seeing nothing on Twitter that I don't see on Facebook or YouTube or whatever. And that's definitely not true. I mean, some of the shit that I see on my Twitter or my ex or whatever, that just seems weird to me. Like, is he waiting to name it something? Why did he pick X? Exactly, Anne. We'll have those people for dinner. Sorry, I'm being behind. I didn't spill anything. I dropped my lipstick into my water, which is fine. Well, says she'll cook them, but she don't want to eat them. Space X. Well, I know. Somebody said something else too, though. I don't remember what it was. I don't know. I'm telling you, Rooster, I don't fucking trust Elon as far as I can throw it. But I did the deed and got Twitter. For the channel, I'm going to say. Why isn't it on there? Oh, it's pissing me off. Let me try it again. Present. Have you guys been to my Twitter? You don't like Elon either? I can't stand him. Wait a minute. We're making fun of Tony. I need to start paying attention. Flight crew? You know the rules. Come on. There. What is my Twitter? It's Gutters Pub. Twitter and kind of good, but man, I don't. I mean, I kind of like your thought, but yeah, that's what you're doing, Flag Grove. Mishka, I'm friends with you on here, ain't I? Okay, so there was some that I thought was pretty good. Who did I have? Oh, Zen. How do you say it? Den. Where'd it go? So I read on StreamYard, it said that when you guys come in now and you're on the live, that you guys now can type in StreamYard to YouTube. So you can comment in StreamYard, where before you couldn't. Now you can. David, what? Hey, Tony. You see SE's last post where he thinks you're a snitch? Oh. Those two. Hi, Sparkus. Did you just get in here? Did I miss a bunch of your comments? Yeah, I'm sorry. Okay, shall we get moving? Okay, tons of whistle blowing stuff. This one was an FBI whistleblower on organized gang stalking. Innocent citizens are being stalked. This is real and it needs to stop. What happened to human? Blah, blah. Anyway, seriously? Do I dare? It's on BitChute video. Well, come on, come on. Okay.
You know, it's interesting. I mean, one thing that is really new. Law enforcement has been involved at the state and local level in intelligence gathering as long as there has been law enforcement. And, you know, I think it's important to look back at the history of where abuse has occurred in order to see what were the sort of underlying problems that allowed that abuse to happen. And you know, if we look back to the period, you know, in the 1950s, 60s, 70s, and 80s, where you had law enforcement agencies that were, you know, running red squads or subversive squads or otherwise engaging in a lot of political surveillance and monitoring different politicians as they progressed through different public office. You know, what you find was there was a number of different problems. I mean, one was the vagueness of the terms. You know, even the term intelligence is not really very well defined. I understand the intelligence community doesn't have a definition for it. So, you know, it's unclear what it is we're talking about. And because of the vagueness of the terms, you know, terms like national security or public safety, but that means a new one that's come up with regard to fusion centers is they're not just counterterrorism and anti-crime, but also looking to protect all hazards. You know, so that's an extremely broad mandate. And what we've seen in the past is that law enforcement officers see them not just tied to criminal justice mission, but defenders of the status quo, and they are then hostile to things like protest or dissent or any challenge.
Wait. It's BitChute. Is that going to give me a strike? I think gang stalking is bizarre too. Man. Hi, Hal. Hi, Scrappy. I just read what Flacker wrote. Sorry. Anyways, so I never listened to this. It's like 12 minutes long. We probably don't want to hear that whole thing. You guys will probably get sick of that shit. Right? But now you know where it's at. It's on my Twitter page if you go back to here. Okay. So what was the other? Where am I? There. Oh, yeah, this one. Thanks, Jimmy. You better be careful. Actually, you'll probably fit right in. Shit. If you get on a bicycle, you'll really fit in. They'll just think there's a parade and you'll have 50 other people following you naked. So, good night. Thanks for coming, or at least smiling a lot. I only got to worry about it. So yeah. Well, not at 6, but yeah. We're good. I already gave him that dinner. But the Department of Agriculture decided to transfer a whistleblower out of its investigations unit after he made a protected disclosure about political interference in his criminal investigations into farmers and pharmacists, a lawyer has alleged at WRC. And I know if I click on it, it's going to take me to a fucking video. Check this one out. I don't know if anybody's seen this one. But I was thinking that karma was going to show up. Wait, you got to really see it. Yeah. What's everybody? Everybody doing it. Everybody. Hell yeah. Seems like a good idea, don't it? But what's over there? He just shot that fucking thing over there. See, look at this thing. Where the fuck did that go? Oh my God. I'm telling you what, if those were my kids. You little fuckers. Mm-hmm. All right, what's next? The poll watchers. These are I'm seeing shit everywhere about what they're catching regarding the election. I mean, it goes way beyond what we all thought. So that's that woman talking about it. And look at this taco. I'm not a taco person. Dude, that makes me want that taco. Yeah, yeah, Caitlin, wave your guns in the air, waving like you just don't care. Cat dirt is cool, Scrappy. I'm not sure, Spartacus, where that was. Let me see here. It doesn't say. And you know, none of this shit explain. Like, you can't find comments on you. Fuck you, blood. I'm not a taco muncher. You can't find stuff on Twitter, like comments that are made on it. Like if somebody else commented on something and then I comment on it, you can't see the other comments that people made on it. It's like they're trying to keep you from arguing. I don't like Taco Bell. I like Taco Time. Oh, something. See, when people say watch the clips with la 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 la, it always I always feel like I'm getting set in a trap. Like, really, that means don't watch it. Spartacus said, oh, watch some clips of the woman with the largest mouth. I just saw that the other day. I'm scared. Where? I don't understand, Mishka. Look. Okay. Are you watching? But man, I'm going to take your comment off here. Where is it? Okay. So if I say, I want to look at the comment right here, right? Is that where I look at the comment at? Where the number 9 is? Tell me. I ain't moving till you tell me. Hi, Bobby. Who must be? Me? Where do I see the comments at? Who was it that told me that? See, don't give me 5 seconds. Mishka, where? Where do I see the comments at? Right where that 9 is? If I click on it, this is what happens. Watch. It will show me this, but it won't show me the 9 comments that people made. I'm nosy. I want to see what everybody said. Where do I find it at? Help. My lips. That lipstick just is not doing the trick. I think I need water. You heard I had an exclusive? Well, you're going to have to go back. You're fucking late, Essie. Why are you late? You think you have a life or something? He's a white identifying man. Click the tweet and scroll down. So you mean click on like right here or right here? So where? There's supposed to be 9 comments. On the tweet itself. Don't fucking tweet me because I don't understand what the fuck you mean. I did. You just seen what I did. Get the fuck on here, Bobby. You fuck off, Essie. You fucking do what you want. Who's the narc? At the top, most by the retweeter's name. So right up here. So you better come on. Hey, damn it.
You're having testicle difficulties.
Shit. Yeah, I am. Okay, so show me where I click at.
All right. That's a retweet, right? It says retweeted by. Click up at the top portion on whatever they commented. Right? Where's your cursor? Don't click on their name, but in that area of the box. Yeah, just click it. It should pull up the tweet. Like it should make, there you go. Now scroll down. Just scroll down and you should be able to see comments. Unless it's a thread.
Are these the comments?
It might be. Should be.
What do you mean it might be? It should be fucking obvious.
No, if those are all underneath the fucking post, those are the comments. Yeah, those are the comments. Look, does it say fucking tweet your reply, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so those are all the comments.
No, it says post your reply now. Don't say tweet no more.
Well, I can't see you on a small screen.
Say shit can the bird.
I'm not even supposed to be on camera in my cut. Once see it, it's pretty badass though.
Well, you better quit it.
Pretty badass cut.
Throat slit.
Behind.
I don't want to have to go whoop somebody's ass down there and I knock it off.
I'm single. You guys can see my butt.
You can see your butt?
And I'm a twisted son, not Sons of Anarchy. They call me Bobby Bang. That's going to be pulling fucking IP addresses.
Your ass is hanging out?
My ass is hanging out.
Why?
I don't know. It's Tuesday.
What did they do to you, Bobby? Did they touch you? Show us on the Barbie where they touched you.
No, I'm not Prospect. I'm full patch. Thank you. But yeah, no, you just click on the tweet on the uppermost part. If you click on like articles and shit that's within the tweet, it'll pull up that article. So if you're looking for the replies, if you see like those are comments on the original post that was retweeted.
Okay. Okay. There, I feel better. At least I don't feel like I'm lost when I look at that shit. Okay.
Be careful, FC. I'll get your IP addresses. I got people high up in law enforcement in New York. Maybe I could put in for a raise for you. Doing the Lord's work. Lord's work.
Do a raise?
Yeah.
You can't talk about sexual stuff on here.
It's gotta talk. Talk about all the tits and ass I want.
Right.
But I wanted to come in and say hi. We moved group meet. We have our club meetings on Tuesdays, unfortunately. So every other Tuesday.
Every other Tuesday. They couldn't pick a different. Why they pick Tuesdays?
I don't know. I don't know. But I'm gonna make it I'm gonna make it abundantly clear that I have live streams on Tuesdays. So
Yeah, we're kind of important. All 22 of us.
you know what? You 22 people mean the world to me.
Good, because you mean the world best, dude.
I love you guys. But let me get back to the shenanigans now that you know how to operate fucking Twitter. It's good to see everybody. I miss y'all. And don't worry, we got some rants and shit coming. I've been taking notes, letting shit fester because, boy, does it just get better. Now they want a gag order, the son of a bitch. There's a lot to talk about.
I know. No, I want to try. I was trying for a strike regarding the new vaccine that they got coming out or whatever it was. Something called it's an X because they don't have a name for it yet.
Oh, it's for a disease that ain't out yet. Coming soon to a pandemic near you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Virus X or whatever the fuck it is.
Yep.
Oh, unbelievable. Pure blood right here. Pure blood. Fuck that.
Pretty
Love
soon
you
you'll
guys,
be able
though.
to sell your loads for a lot of money.
Yeah, boy.
Or girl.
But I love you, gotta go. I love all you guys in the comment section.
Love
Good
you,
to
Bob.
see you.
Have fun.
I'll be tuning
safe.
in here and there.
Okay.
All right, all. Night, night.
Love
Keep
you.
your
Be
mind in the
safe.
gutter. Like, share, subscribe.
Good night.
Good night.
All righty. Cool. Now we get to deal with all the idiotic maskers again. I know. Isn't that grand? It's coming. It's coming soon. And then in case anybody forgot what January 6th looked like. Look at all them terrible people. They look like they're just doing awful things, don't they? Look at them. Just for as far as you can see. We missed our opportunity. Did you see this? Isn't this grand? Dorothy Dow, 83, was a mother and a grandmother. They took her medical alert device and disabled her phone and broke her arms and her fingers and cut her face and her head and burned her alive. She used her CPAP water reservoir to douse the flames but died in agony weeks later. Look. They were headed to, they were just going to night school. And she was in the way. They was almost there. Looky here. Come in. Come in. Hurry. Come on in. Come on in. There he is. Hurry, hurry. Yeah. Oh, this is freaking priceless. Okay, listen.
I'm not saying that the COVID vaccine doesn't work. All I'm saying is we all got the COVID vaccine, and then we all got COVID.
This is a joke.
We all took the polio vaccine, then we all got polio. Be like, hey, I don't think that polio vaccine works. Why? Because I got polio. Oh, well, it's just supposed to lessen your symptoms. Oh, then it worked. Then it worked. I'm glad I got it. Oh, look at me all healthy.
What do you mean you're going to bite your
I'm not
tongue,
saying
Rooster?
that the COVID vaccine doesn't work.
Why? What? Fucking fun. SE, we got to know. That old white lady. Yeah, I know. That I'm telling you. Mm. Oh no, everybody gonna be mad. Okay, here you go. Dude. All right. Oh, here we go. What's he got to say? It's only a minute long. We probably should listen to it, right?
In their politicians or their health.
Okay.
Now, this was an interesting trust, case test of people's trust in their politicians or their health system. And, statistically, we didn't do as well as I would have expected. In fact, I'm cited as some, mastermind, some evil plot in many, many cases. So, no, I didn't expect any of that. In some ways, the politicization of, taking vaccines and helping protect other people, you can almost say that's a step backwards. I hope vaccine acceptance for other diseases like measles is not reduced by this. But, a lot of people jumped in and took the vaccines, but a meaningful minority in most countries were led down a path of believing that not only were there rare side effects, but that the vaccine wasn't properly tested or was part of some evil conspiracy.
Hmm. Oh, here, look. It's Ukraine. What you think? I mean, those poor people. Look at them. Poor guys. Oh, and Leonardo. He's concerned about climate change. But one trip in his wonderful little yacht he's got going on over there is more than a lifetime that in your car can admit carbon. I mean, that's pretty bad. One trip for him. Oh, and here we go. Them darn babies, they're gonna just spread it all. They're gonna spread everything. Damn kids. Oh, just suddenly dies. Oh, look, 30 years ago. They should have done it. They should have got him then. You'll be right back. All right, Rooster. I don't know why that posted like that. Look at Zucker fucker. Ugh. Yeah, he sent all our shit to the FBI. And it wasn't the FBI? Yeah. Anyways. She's offended.
Dr. Threw, you actually made a comment that no one was forced to have the vaccination. Who made the comment? Was it Dr. Threw?
I believe I made that comment.
You made that comment? Right.
I
You were in
see. She
Australia
rejected
in
it.
COVID-19. You must have been fully aware that people, nurses, doctors, people to have their jobs, to keep their jobs, were forced to have the vaccination. Now, do you retract your statement that they were not forced?
Senator, no, I believe firmly that nobody was forced to have a vaccine. Mandates or vaccine requirements are determined by governments and health authorities. I believe everybody was offered an opportunity to get a vaccine or not get a vaccine. I don't believe that anybody was forced to take a vaccine.
A lot of Australians will disagree with you on that one.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Spikes and stillbirths and miscarriage. This is not medical information. This is not, I'm just stating what somebody else said. Stillbirths and miscarriages recorded around the world are directly related to the rollout of, that. What was this one? I don't remember. Oh, I sent this to Rick. I figured he'd be so proud of her. They'll kill him. Yep, this is what the doctors and nurses were doing. Nice of them. Yeah, watch that. That's... a digital camera. I'll watch right here. Is that how? Is that how that happens? Something, let's watch that again. Something seems wrong. Let's slow it down. Just for shits and giggles. I just didn't realize that's how it happened. I mean, it didn't seem logical, but I'm no engineer. Now they say Trump did it. Yeah, mice die in mousetraps because they do not understand why the cheese is free. The same thing happens with socialism. Come on, people. Oh, yeah. Here you go. SC, where you at? Looky here. Proud of your city? Look at that shit. Mm-hmm. Don't feel bad. Mine don't look much better. Each cross represents one white farmer killed in South Africa between 2018 and 2022. Where's our whatever? Don't we need money for it or something? Can't we go Gucci purses or something? Look at it. It's on both sides of the road. Not one, both sides. Is a hot dog a sandwich? Well, if you want to tell her it's a sandwich, you can tell her it's a sandwich. But just because you wrapped it in a bun doesn't make it a hot dog either. Oh, look. Oh, this was like the most enjoyable. I could watch this. I've probably watched this 100 times.
Ain't nothing you can do, man, until the police come in.
Ain't nothing you can do.
Hey, don't.
Hey, don't.
Ain't nothing you can do, man.
Yeah,
Don't do
bullshit.
that.
Watch me.
Don't do that, man. Don't do that.
Watch me. You ain't stealing my shit. Here. You ain't doing it. No. More. Uh-huh. Oh, I could. No problem. Whoop the ass.
Whooping his ass. That's called whooping your ass. That's called whooping your ass. God, ain't nothing you can do.
Let's go. Whooping your ass. I love that. I can watch that 100 times. Yes. The sanctimonious. Oh, here were all the doctors and nurses. This is when they were trying to pressure us. Yeah. Oh, is it in Spanish? Yeah, they canceled millions of cancer screening appointments, led to a significant increase in avoidable cancer deaths, while they performed ridiculous dance routines instead. Mm-hmm. It's nuts. Yeah, this is a don't open the door. Don't open the door. If I don't know who's on the other side, I don't open the door.
Single door in the facility. I had complete access to every compartment they manufactured. What are you blowing the whistle on? That there are technologies at the South Pole Station that people can't even consider that exist on this planet. Directed energy weapon systems is something that people need to get into their vocabulary fast. The ice cube neutrino detector detector is not simply a passive listening device as presented for the science that they're claiming it to do. It also has the capacity to transmit. There are embedded in the ice what are called digital optical modules, DOMs. They're about the size of a basketball. The array embedded in the ice is 1 kilometer by 1 kilometer by 1 kilometer. It is the world's largest telescope. And now, because we have proven that it can transmit, it's the world's largest directed energy weapons system. It is responsible for the earthquakes in Christchurch, New Zealand. I physically held a key that opened every...
Yeah. These numbers were fucking insane. What the hell? There. Bipolar, 10,000%. All of these numbers are just fucking incredible. Nuts. Well, they probably file that right under bipolar disease. Or fibromyalgia. Doesn't fibromyalgia have like everything in it? That's like sudden infant death syndrome. I have to tell you. I hated when they'd fucking diagnose that for babies. It's like, it means you don't know what he died from. So you just called it sudden infant death syndrome. That's bullshit. That's kind of how I feel fibromyalgia is. They don't know what to call it, so they just come up. They just go, okay, let's stick all this shit together and call it that. Even though you could have completely different wrong things with you than the other 50 people they diagnosed with it. Oh, have y'all seen this?
BlackRock currently owns 18.
I'm going to grab coffee while it plays.
Tony and Larry Fink hold such power. Why is it that you have not heard of them more? There is power in anonymity. If BlackRock is barely featured in print publications and news channels, it's because they want it to be so. If they wanted, they could feature every day. BlackRock currently owns 18% of Fox, 16% of CBS, and 13% of Comcast, which in turn owns NBC, MSNBC, and Sky. If any of those companies wanted to make a decision, they would have to also consult with BlackRock before doing so. The same is true for Google, a tech giant currently worth $853 billion. Amazon, Facebook, and Twitter are also not exempt. And neither is Disney. Thanks to their incredibly diverse investment portfolio in media alone, BlackRock essentially owns 90% of the world's media. If you don't know about them, it's because they don't want you to. Why? Owning a portion of the world doesn't come without its share of scandal or conflict. It's 2020. BlackRock became the first foreign company to be allowed into China's mutual fund industry, which means they can now invest and own parts of Chinese companies, including ones that are blacklisted by the United States. One of the first investments made by BlackRock was in Hikvision, a security and communications firm that essentially makes facial recognition software for use by the Chinese government. But this money isn't just BlackRock's or Larry Fink's. It comes from pension funds and bank accounts of ordinary civilians who have unknowingly given money to BlackRock in the past. If we take into account BlackRock's ownership over Western media, banks, e-commerce stores, social media, food and beverages, and many, many more industries, it becomes evident that the company has a wealth of data on us. They may do with it what they please. TikTok's data harvesting pales in comparison to what BlackRock is capable of, given how they have everything from our bank account numbers to our personal tastes and preferences. As BlackRock's investment in China grows, so will China's influence on the world. And our personal data, which was hanging on a thread to begin with, will quickly end up in the wrong hands. With the trajectory BlackRock has been on,
Oh, I don't remember what this is. She's
Kill your
crazy bitch,
grandkids.
though.
Kill yourself. To kill a white baby.
Oh,
The
yeah.
last white babies on this planet. The less of you we got, boo.
Blood is on
I hope they kill all the white babies. Kill them all right now. Kill them. Kill your grandkids. Kill yourself. Coffin, bitch. Go lay in the coffin. Kill yourself. I forbid these nuts to kill a white baby. The next one.
Crazy idea. Let's divide a country into half capitalists and half communists, and come back on it 70 years later. God, that looks like Portland. This one. Oh, here's another one.
Whole life. So I'm gonna just go ahead and say it. I really had enough of this whole life. So I'm gonna just go ahead and say it. Fuck every white man, woman, and child alive on this planet. All of you motherfuckers need to die. All of you do. We need to go for a global recessive genetic purge by any means necessary. Every last one of you white man, woman, and child on this planet need to die.
Well, this is funny as fuck.
Ow, daddy, my pussy.
I fucking love it.
Ow, daddy, my pussy. Ow, daddy, my pussy.
It's the way he says it. I can't believe it. Yeah. He black eye. Bandaged hand after the death of his, was it his cook? Yeah, his chef. Seems strange. Yeah, it's a little gross. Anyway, so that was about all I had. I'm sure there's more shit in there. I was just trying to get hit on the other stuff regarding the whistleblower shit. This was funny. New FBI agent Charles, I don't know how to say his name, Mongol, who investigated Donald Trump for colluding with Russia, is set to plead guilty for colluding with Russia. Read that again. Anyways, so I don't have a whole lot more. I think I finished all the stuff I had saved. Trump's speech. He was pretty funny. So he was in New Hampshire. They turned off the fucking AC. He said it was about 105 in there. You could tell, man. Everybody was roasting their asses off. They're trying everything they can. Trump, I think he talked for an hour and a half. Yeah. So they don't stop him. They can try. So yeah. Anyway. That's about all I have. What else was I gonna? Well, I was gonna look at the library. Let me see. Looks like everybody's ready to get on out of here. I don't blame them. I kept y'all long enough. Who's talking to me? Nobody. Why isn't this charging? So yeah. I was going to look at a song, but there we go. How about this one?
Have you ever asked yourself how to get that way? I was hard to change. No prison until he lost his mind.
Hey, Mick. We're just getting ready to go.
And that just ain't right. You don't like our country. You don't like our flag. But you think that we give a damn about that? There's a million pissed off rednecks just like me. And we're all sick and tired of this bullshit on TV. I guess you didn't know, but you don't mess with Jimmy. You have the right to burn my flag, and I have the right to kick your ass. Our traditions say we've done it wrong. Why don't you pack up your bags and take your ass back home?
I'll leave it up, Mick, until it goes over to Rumble. Love you, flat-chested. Good night. You're welcome. No, it's not. You're gay. Right to kick your ass. You can't hear it? Well, why didn't you tell me that? Why isn't it? This sumbitch pisses me off. Okay, well, then I ain't gonna finish playing it. Because I thought it was singing the whole time. Piece of shit. I hate CommieTube. They piss me off. I never know what the fuck to do for it to make it work right. But anyways, my window's open. I can hear everything going on out there. I'm not playing Five Finger Death Punch. It won't. We won't be able to hear it. He wasn't singing. He just wasn't singing. He was speaking. Oh, well, why didn't you say so? You fucker fly. Fine. Now I'm just going to let you hear it. You don't get to see the words. Yeah, I have a right to kick your ass now, Fly. I'm gonna fucking doo-doo-da-da your ass. Ooh, she had her lips blowed up. Too bad you couldn't see, Fly. Fine. You don't like that one? Fine. I really irritate you and play. Am I the only one? Anyways. I had a good night tonight. Thank y'all. Somehow I pulled it out of somewhere and we made it. Tough crowd. You're telling me. Try that in a small town? Okay, that one I do like. I'll play that one. Mostly, it irritates the left. Anything to piss off, call me too. Here, I'll even play the video. For sure, I'll get a strike, but who cares? I don't care. Official audio, official music video. Let's watch the video. Y'all have a great week, and I will see you here. See you next Tuesday, or I'll see you Saturday on Rick's if he doesn't screw up before then. Shut up. And yeah, I don't have to be careful on my hours because I did a couple long videos and then I did an extra video. And I think StreamYard's telling me, hey, you were at like 13. So I have like 5 hours left. And I still have, I think, 2 weeks to get through. Is it 2 weeks or 3? Two. So I still have 2 weeks to get through. I just like next week, I can't go over or I won't be able to stream the next week. Did you just call us all cunts? Kinda. I said see you next Tuesday. I always say that every week. Sugar bitches. Every week. That was, I mean, that's kind of why we like Tuesday. Just another way to, fuck over call me too. So, anyways, yeah, I have to do 2 more lives and I think I'm going to have like 5 hours left. So, or a little under. So, my other one can't be 4 hours or more, or 4.5 hours, whatever. So, I just can't do a long one next week. That's what she said. Anyways, so, hey, y'all. All 12 of you that hung in here and didn't leave me. Thanks so much for coming, or at least smiling a lot. And thank you, Bob, for coming on for a few minutes. And Fly Crew, you owe me like twice as long next time. Again, that's what she said. So here, Fly Crew, here's your homework. Here's your homework, Fly Crew. You're on next week. So you have a week to get your shit together. You told me I had to give you a week. I gave you like 2 months because I told you 2 months ago, but you're on next week. So there's your warning. Hi, Wesley. Sorry you're just getting here, but you never owe twice as long. Weighs 2 for 1. Weighs a 2 for 1. Well, you owe me big time. Next week. Like I said, twice as long. Moldova, you did. We're getting ready to go. But I will leave the live up here until it goes over to Rumble, and then I will probably erase it because it talks about stuff that CommieTube hates. So, I'm trying to keep away from the whole striking thing. I don't think I've had one in 3 months, so I think it would just be a week off, but I'm not sure, and I don't want to test it. Thank you for coming, Moldova, or at least smiling a lot while you were here for the few minutes. So yeah, I'm glad you popped in for a minute. So Fly, don't try to ignore me. 2 inch for 1 pump. That just feels like a ripoff. I mean, if it's 2 inch, 2 inch, 2 inch, 2 inch 6, then maybe. Or 2 inch, 2 inch, 2 inch, 2 inch 8, then maybe. Or 2, but you can't just do 2. Unlikely I can be on next week. Bro in town. Bring bro. What are you, like, embarrassed of us? We can't come home to meet Mama yet? Come on, Fly. All right, fine. You get a pass this time. Anyways, y'all have a great week. I'm so glad that y'all come here and hung out. And I know I've made it a long goodbye. But flat-chested female, are you ready to count? Are you going to do it? Seems I screwed you out of it like 10 minutes ago. Bro as in friend. Oh. Like back row, bro. Backyard, bro. Back door, bro. Like that kind of bro. Tony, you guys do live in the same state, don't you? Yep, flat Jessica female. She's on it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we are out of here. Thanks y'all for coming, or at least smiling a lot. Please like, share, subscribe, blah, blah, all the things. I know all 13 of you that are here already have. So, but thanks. And if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here. Hey, Damon, we're out. We'll go to Discord. If y'all don't know what that is, I'll post it on the comments. If y'all don't, wait, maybe I'll just do it now. Okay. Just a minute. Give me 2. Where'd it go? Okay. Discord. I means you. I know he did. I knew that's what he meant. Backyard bro. Tony. He's just a fly looking for his crew. Well, I think he's any crew. It's like, I mean, come on. He's even got sheep in his name. Hello. Okay, see, you guys that are showed up here for 2 seconds, it's going to be just a little bit longer. Looky there. Not that y'all just want to sit here and look at me while I get on Discord, but here's our Discord, and y'all are welcome. Here's the deal. If for some reason you get offended easy, and I don't think none of you will, you do not want to come to this Discord because we're not kicking it. But if you're all game, and we have awesome visits after the lives because there's lots of stuff we'd all like to say that we can't say with people there. So, but if you ain't cool, don't fucking show up because we will get rid of your ass. But I have a feeling the 10 that are here right now are not the shitty ones. So, no worries. Discord makes you dizzy. It won't if you just get on there. If you just give it a minute. You'll see. In fact, if all you wanted to do is go to the virtual pub, that's all you'd have to do is get on, sign in, go to the warped dimensions, which is the Discord channel page, whatever the hell it's called. And then you just scroll down. You can see Gutter's Pub Chat. I don't know what they've been saying in there. Who knows? And then if you scroll down further, it's a virtual pub. And you'll see it. And you'll see when people are on. Super easy. But I will. Somebody go in there and do the virtual pub so I can do it from there. Create an invite. Can I just copy it? Oh, shit, yeah. Ow. I have like a sharp brain stab. Oh. All right. This is a Discord. And I think it goes to the virtual pub piece, but I could be wrong. It may be at the top of it and you have to scroll to the bottom. But anyways, it's the Discord channel. Here y'all are. And we'll see you all either Saturday night at Rick's or on our channel on Tuesday. Or if you came from Andy's, I'll see you in chat. You just won't see me, which is fine. You don't need to see me. But I'll see you somewhere. Maybe Yesie's. Who knows? But, all right. I swear, longest freaking goodbye ever. Talk to y'all later. You can shut that notification off, Damon. And we can have Tony show you how. Tony. All right. Good night, y'all. I'm out, I swear. This time I mean it. This time I really mean it.